along here on the Pacific Crest Trail, day 22, Section C, California. Nice little vista here. Out in the distance, the snow-capped peak is, I think it's called San Antone. And you can see this valley has once again been hit with a forest fire. What I think is so interesting about this, and by the way, this is like, I'm getting better at this. So this fire is several years old, probably 3 or 4 years old. But what I think is interesting is how selective the fire is. Like, you can see these stands of pine trees down below that are untouched by the fire. And then, you know, coming up the hillside, you can see it's just completely ravaged in some spots. It almost looks like a volcanic eruption with some of these timbers that are knocked down. And then over here is some sort of a quarry. I don't know what they're quarrying. There's a lot of granite and quartz up here. Maybe there's a precious stone, or maybe it's just gravel. I don't know, but it looks abandoned. There's only a dirt road going up to it, and I haven't seen any action. I've been keeping my eye on that thing for a few hours, and doesn't seem to be any sort of human activity there. So, but yeah, I just thought this was interesting, just the nature of these fires, how some things can be completely untouched, almost like a tornado. You know, you see a tornado footage on the news and in a trailer park, and there's one mobile home that's just unrecognizable and pieces everywhere. They find wreckage miles away, and then right next to it is the neighbor's house, completely untouched. It seems to be sort of the same thing with the fire. Almost like it has a mind of its own. Like, why are those trees not burned, but yet the ones right next to it are scorched to the point where their bark is falling off and they're snapped in half and they're falling over? I don't know. I'm sure there's some science behind it and some sort of fluid dynamic study and all that kind of stuff, but just interesting the way that it seems to be sort of selective in a way.